right now, just past Walter Payton. Say it one more time.
Walter Payton, the only man ahead of him now, a couple thousand away from Emmitt Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Now a give, right side. Burnett. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off play action. Santos. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Santos. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Here's Martinez off the play fake.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Burnett, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Martinez. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Vikings send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken inside his own 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Martinez. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Off the play fake, Santos. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Santos. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Santos eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Santos. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Martinez.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Operating from the gun, Martinez.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Santos. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Santos. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Martinez. And it's intercepted.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Martinez. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Martinez to throw on 2nd down. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go now. 19 Sergeant, 19 Sergeant.
Back to throw again.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Martinez got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, it's Burnett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Martinez.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now Martinez on third down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Off the play fake, Santos. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Operating from the gun, Santos. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Martinez. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Martinez now throwing on 1st down.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Martinez firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Martinez. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off play action. Santos. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Santos. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Santos buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw is Martinez. Looking to throw on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Burnett. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Martinez. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Martinez looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Martinez. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Operating from the gun. Martinez. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Off play action. Santos. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To throw on second down, Santos.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Santos. He finds his man. Complete. It's Buchanan. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Martinez over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive. Santos. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Santos.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
Looking to throw on second down. Santos.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Santos. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Santos. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Santos. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Santos. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. It's Burnett. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line. On 3rd down. Burnett, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Burnett. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd and 2, Santos. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Santos. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Santos.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw on 3rd down, Santos. And now here is another interception.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?